Hi, and thanks for joining our TMC live session for Manchester College. I'll shortly be passing you over to Alison and Deborah, who are part of the Animal Care Department at the Manchester College. They're going to provide you with an overview of the Animal Care Department and all the courses involved. If you have any questions at any point, you can ask them in the live Q&A box, which is just on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll do our best to answer them towards the end of the session. I'm now going to pass you over to Alison. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alison Dady and I'm the Head of Department for the Animal Care Unit. I'd like to welcome you all this evening to our virtual open event, and I hope that you'll find the information that we provide really useful and helpful. You're also going to meet Jane Shakeshaft, who is our wonderful department team leader, and then also Deb Stevens, who is one of our fantastic animal care tutors. So we hope you enjoy our presentation. And we really do hope you'll come and join us in the department and enrol on one of our courses. Thank you, and I'll hand over to Deb.
Oh, it looks like you might be on mute there, Deborah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Fabulous. Not quite sure what happened. It wouldn't turn off. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for joining us today. As Alison has said, I'm one of the animal care lecturers here at the Manchester College. I'm just going to take you through some of the information about the animal care course that you are obviously interested in joining. So we strongly believe that if you guys wish to achieve your dream job, your dream career in animal care, then it obviously makes sense for you to do a course in which is really going to develop those skills that you need in the future and which is going to support your dreams and that's what we like to do here in animal care. Now, the college is an industry excellent academy of Manchester and a centre of excellence. So you've picked an absolutely amazing college to obviously come to if you choose to come with us. We like to ensure that our courses are developed and co-delivered with employers. So we look at sending our students out on work experience with some of our absolutely amazing employers that we have links with. We go on to looking at all different courses from level 2 and 3. And we also offer a brilliant level 1 course as well, with industry placements of at least 15 days a year. Now, obviously, that's a little bit more on our level 2 and 3 as it is actually part of your curriculum. We make sure your sessions are delivered by industry experts. So all of your teaching staff at the Manchester College are all experts in their field, and we'll obviously ensure that we deliver you some absolutely fantastic sessions. We do try to get guest speakers in to see you as well, as they're the forefront of the sector. They're the people who are working in the industries that you would love to go into. And we obviously follow that through with everything that's going live. So our sector changes all of the time, and we like to make sure that we keep up and running with those as well. We have dedicated employability and partnership coordinators to help you find that work experience, and obviously we like to ensure that our students get the best experience whilst they're here with us. So why would you consider studying with us? Like I said, we are #1 in Greater Manchester for achievement. We are a centre of excellence. Okay, we have a wide range of animals ranging from domestic to exotics. And as you can see in the corner of your screen, we have our beautiful civets, which are one of our newest recruits to the animal care department that you would obviously be working alongside. We develop our industry standards skills throughout the whole time that you're with us, both on practical on our unit and obviously in your work experience placements that you would undertake. All of that is to prepare you for your employment in the animal care sector, or for those of you wishing to progress on to higher education, to also prepare you for that as well. We have specialist tutors and technicians with a wealth of experience in the animal care sector. So we've got tutors who have been veterinary nurses, who've worked in zoos. We've got tutors such as RDTL Jane, who is a specialist in all of our biology and science-based units, and tutors that can teach you how to do things like wildlife, such as myself. So we give you a lot of different areas and specialist information as you go through to make sure you have the best time whilst you're at college and the best education possible. As a student of the Manchester College, we do obviously have some student rewards and facilities. All of our students get a student ID card upon signing up as a student with us on your enrolment. Our students are entitled to apply for the R-Pass, which is the free travel bus pass card, to help you get into your college and travel around. We have a dedicated student union, which you guys can obviously be part of. And obviously with that, there are some rewards in being a part of the student union. We have a dedicated supported learning team to help you throughout your time at college to make sure you have the best sort of assistance in any issues you may have whilst you're here with us, and that includes students who come to us with the HCPs. Our supported learning team are there to help you and get you into college and adapt to those changes from obviously school. We have a wonderful careers and welfare advice team who are going to help you look at your future prospects once you're obviously on your courses, and obviously care for your well-being and welfare all the time that you're with us as well. And then obviously, like we said before, we have a lovely work placement and employability team who are there to assist and help you find those work experiences and obviously develop your employability skills to make sure that once you leave us, you are obviously prepared for the wider world of work. So as animal care, we offer courses at level 1, 2 and 3. You will also have employability sessions to equip you with those skills that you need to thrive in our workplace. You will do work-related activities and trips, and obviously your work experience placement. With level 1, okay, it is a level 1 land-based studies with animal care, and it will introduce you to the animal care sector. It will help develop any skills and attributes for successful working life. Focus on practical tasks needed to care for a wide range of animals, such as animal husbandry, feeding and health. You will also do, with it being part of the land-based studies, help with plant and vegetable cultivation. And we actually have an absolutely amazing resource that we are working alongside, which is the Geodome. Now, the Geodome is a revolutionary indoor growing system and a living classroom. It uses an absolutely fantastic and up-and-coming area of the land-based sector called aquaponics, where water is siphoned through to plants, and it's absolutely fantastic for our level 1 students to actually develop that entire system from growing plants all the way to bringing that food back to our animals over at the Animal Care Centre. So the areas of study that you guys are going to do, as I said, would be things like animal handling. So learning how to handle a range of animals from, as you can see, our student on the side handling one of our rabbits, all the way through to some of our more exotic animals as well. You'll be doing animal accommodation, health checking of these animals, and at all times making sure that you are working safely within the workplace. If you're interested in coming on to our level 2 animal care course, then that will basically be a combination of practical experience and written assignments. Those written assignments will obviously strengthen and emphasise the practical element of the course in which you are doing. It will provide you knowledge, skills and understanding of the careers in animal care and the husbandry sector as a whole. Upon successful completion of a level 2, many of our students progress onto a level 3 animal care and management course, or some of them do go on to careers in kennels and cattery assistants, pet store assistants, rescue centre assistants, farm workers, or some of them even go into things such as dog grooming. As with the level 1, you are going to be looking at obviously animal handling, accommodation, working safe, but you'll also move into looking at things like animal behaviour and understanding why animals behave in a particular way and what would be normal and abnormal for those. You'll do some science, so you will be doing biology, where you will look at the differences between obviously our different animal structures. You'll be looking at some of the basics going on for our biology there as well, and moving into a little bit more detail of that health and welfare. So not only looking at what keeps an animal healthy, also looking at the welfare requirements for them as well. If you're then interested in the level 3 animal management course that we offer, this is a 2-year course. It builds upon the academic areas to help with a successful transition into an FE progression, if that's something which you would like to do. The advanced practical skills you will use in that will be used on a variety of different species. So you'll be handling lots of different animals in all different temperaments and obviously different size ranges and the different categories of animals that we have. Upon completion, you will obviously then be able to move into higher education or straight into the world of work, depending on which progression route you prefer to take. You'll then be studying a lot of different obviously units in this as well. So breeding and genetics is one that you will do, animal welfare and ethics, exotic animal husbandry, so that's looking at some of our reptiles as well as some of our more exotic mammals, doing zoological animal health and husbandry, and that generally encompasses students having to do a trip to look at different zoological sites. Our wildlife ecology and conservation management, looking at the different wildlife animals that we have within the UK and how we would manage and help protect those, and animal nursing for those students that are interested in moving down a more veterinary style route, going into potentially veterinary nursing or animal welfare assistance within a veterinary practice. When you come to us, you will have a role within the animal unit as well. So at all times, all of our students, when they're on the unit, we expect them to comply with our industry standards for health and safety to keep you safe and also to keep each other and the animals. We will obviously teach you to conduct animal husbandry tasks until you are feeling incredibly competent and can do those as second nature. Animal handling, as I said, a variety of different animals that we have here at the unit. We will be showing you how to handle those safely and correctly for the different tasks that you may be required to undertake with them. Obviously, health checking, whether it's moving them from one area to another, okay, or even on some occasions, grooming, as you can see below. We will be looking at understanding and recognising animal behaviours so that we can understand the needs of our animals and the ever-changing needs that they may have within the different cycles of their life stages. We will obviously be grooming them, as I said, and that can encompass you guys actually sitting down and removing fur from animals as the times of year change, or it could be bathing them to remove shed. You'll also be undertaking the animal's health care, so that's providing them with any treatments that they may require, medications that they may need should anything obviously go amiss with the animal, or it can be just providing basic preventative treatments that we would do as an ongoing care for our animals. We will obviously be looking at animal legislation, and for us the Animal Welfare Act is encompassed in everything that we do to ensure that our animal needs are met at all times, and we'll get you guys to know these as second nature because it is a vital part of the role within animal care for anybody who works within the industry. And then finally, team working. As animal care is a team working role, you do work with a number of different people depending on the animals that you're doing. Teamwork is something that we have a high emphasis on in animal care, and we'll obviously get you guys to join our team because that is something that we obviously want for you all. So I'm just going to play you a video of one of our students telling you why they have decided to come on the course.
Deborah, the sound on this one isn't working. You might need to just put that sound on for us.
We start back to the beginning. Can you hear it now?
No, I can't hear that one.
No, I can't hear. You just might need to just reshare again, Deb.
Reshare. I
Yeah.
will do.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mia. I went to Flixen Girls School and I'm doing level 3 animal care. I chose to study this course because I want to go in animal rescue and I thought it just seemed like the right fit. I chose to study at the Manchester College because it was the college that was most accessible to me. What I've enjoyed most so far is getting the hands-on experience with all the different animals, all different types of animals, and I'm looking forward to just developing all my different skills with them. My tutors have helped and support me really efficiently by on the online lessons with teams, making induction videos and making sure that we really know how to use it before we start the specification. What I'm hoping to progress onto in a future career is going into animal rescue, hoping to go to uni. I would recommend Manchester College to someone leaving school because of the different animals that they have here and all the tutors are really helpful.
So that was Mia, one of our current students on animal care. For your work experience, we will obviously let you know that at level 2 and 3 it is mandatory as part of your studies, but we ask all our students obviously to do it as part of their study programme. We have a dedicated team here at the college to help you find a placement, and obviously we as a department can give you ideas and suggestions as to where people have gone before. It gives you the practical experience that you will need to build up your skill set with using some of the skills that we have taught you within your curriculum. And also it will provide you a brilliant experience to put onto your CV for when you are obviously moving into the wider world of work. It helps you develop an in-depth knowledge and hands-on experience as you go through and gives you that little insight in the possible career paths that you guys have chosen. And many of our students actually do secure full-time employment after their studies with their work experience providers. Some of our current places that we have include horse riding stables, veterinarians, dog groomers, Blue Planet Aquarium and Lynn Park, but obviously that is just some of the many placements that we do have available and we do work alongside. You'll also do employability. So this is to prepare you for your future career and will take part in a range of different activities throughout the year. The activities will focus on helping you get your work placement ready to make sure that you are obviously able to go into that work placement and feel comfortable. The dedicated employability tutor will go through a wide range of different topics throughout the year. Some of our animal care students have gone on to work in different areas such as DEFRA, conservation. Some of them have become animal technicians. Others have gone into things like dog training or wildlife, pet shop assistance, marine biology, and obviously veterinary nursing. So following some of our students who've decided to go on to higher levels of education, we've had some students go to Reese Heath College to do veterinary nursing programmes. We've had students go to Aberystwyth University to follow animal behaviour, students going to Manchester Met to do zoo conservation biology, other students going across to Bangor University in Wales to study marine biology, and obviously students going to John Moores in Liverpool to study zoology modules. And again, again, that's only a sample of some of the places which our students have gone to after they've left us for higher education. As I said before, we will do some trips. Okay, so we will get guest speakers in. Over the last few years, we've had guest speakers come in from a variety of different animal organisations, including speakers from places like Chester Zoo. We do obviously try to get out to some of our places like Chester Zoo as well, to help you guys with your units that you will be covering. We have question and answer sessions from these animal care professionals that are currently working in the field at the time. And obviously the more trips that we can have for you guys whilst you're here with us, the better, because it helps us strengthen your learning and understanding throughout the course as well. Here is another clip from one of our students just to tell you why they have come to the college. Apologies, it's a facilities tour.
Hi, my name's Jay Shakeshaft. I'm the department team leader for animal care based at Northern for the Manchester College, and I'm going to give you a little look around our facilities. This is our reptile, amphibian and invert room. Lots of range, lots of variety in here. We have stick insects, Penelope, our bullfrog, bearded dragons, snakes, tortoises, terrapins, quite a lot really. We've got lots of range, lots of variety in here. Well, this is one of our outside areas in our facility. Behind me, we've got our newest arrivals. We're very lucky. These are our African civets. But we've also got some coatis, raccoon dogs, birds, chickens, again, a huge variety. So that's a very quick tour of our facilities here at Northern. Me and the raccoon dogs look forward to seeing you very soon.
So that was a clip from our department team leader, Jane, just showing you some of the facilities that we have here at Northern campus. Obviously, you've seen some of our wonderful animals there as well. Things that you will need before you obviously come and join us at the college is we do require all of our students to have PPE so that they're work ready for their practical sessions. Now, PPE can include things like a boiler suit, as is being displayed by our student at the side here. So Maggie is wearing one of the blue overall boiler suits that will completely cover all of her underclothing. Workwear is also suitable, so work trousers and a work top. Obviously, appropriate shoes are required, so sturdy work boots or Wellingtons, as you will, as you can see from the video with Jane there, be working outdoors with some of our outdoor animals as well. If obviously it's raining, it is unfortunately the UK, we would obviously advise you to also have some outdoor wear, so a raincoat or jacket that you can put on when you go outside onto practicals as well. We do have lockers for you to store your equipment in whilst you're here with us, so you're not obviously having to carry that into all of your classrooms and lessons. And we obviously have padlocks, require padlocks on these lockers to keep your equipment and your personal belongings safe. So that's something that you can bring along with you and pop onto those lockers on the days in which you'll require them.
Welcome back to Manchester College. I thought today I'd introduce you to one of our more unique individuals. This is Penelope. Penelope is an African bullfrog, and as you can guess by the name, she's found in Africa. Their main diet consists of insects, rodents, lizards, birds, pretty much anything they can get their mouth around. And looking at the size of her, that's a lot of things. Normally, they live in the more wetter regions. However, when times get a bit dry, like they're prone to, African bullfrogs have a unique ability where they will go into a state similar to hibernation, where she can go to sleep and become dormant up to a year at a time. So this is to help her conserve water, and it's what we're trying to make sure she's not doing now as it's getting warmer. She just wants to go to sleep.
So that was Craig introducing one of our fantastic animals, Penelope, to you. Penelope is our largest amphibian that we have on the unit and generally one of the firm favourites from all of the students.
Hello, I'm Craig from the Manchester College. I'm one of the animal technicians here, and as you can see, this is Casper. He's our coati. So, what's special about coatis are they are a lot like raccoons in themselves. So they're very good at climbing. He's an omnivore, and if you look at him eating now, he's having his special treat. He's having mixed up eggs with mealworms. Normally, with his friend Milo behind him, they have a mixed diet of fruit, veg, meat, anything that they can get their hands on. The interesting fact that you may notice with Milo if you ever come to see him is he's a bit unsteady on his feet. Milo has something called wobbly kitten syndrome, where he was born with a condition where his brain is not fully developed. So as he walks, he's a bit unsteady on himself and he may fall over. However, it still doesn't stop him getting into mischief. He likes to...
So that was Craig introducing you to our coati and our raccoon, that again are one of our outdoor animals that you would see if you came obviously to the college to study animal care with us. On the animal unit, when you're doing your day-to-day activities, you may obviously be taking responsibility for the day-to-day general care of our animals, such as feeding the animals like you've noticed Craig doing there with the raccoon and the coati. You might be training our animals how to train a rat or a chicken. For example, you might be exploring a wide range of animal habitats. That might be in your wildlife unit. And obviously it's not just domestic animals. As you can see, we have a wide range of animals here at the college, which encompass more than just your domestic pets. So this video here is another one of our fantastic technicians. This is Jack, and he is going to show you some of our raccoon dogs.
I'm here at Manchester College. I'm one of the technicians here, and one of our jobs is to feed the animals. So I'm here with the Tanukis, commonly known as the raccoon dogs. I've got a bit of an assortment for them today, so they've got mainly veggies and the broccoli and some raw eggs. They absolutely love the broccoli at the moment, anything crunchy. These are what the students are going to be working with, and they are known for being quite challenging. You've got to kind of keep your wits about you when you're working with them. I'm going to give them the food now, and then we're going to see if we can take some of the fur off. You can see that they're all looking like they need a good brush, so I'm going to distract them with the food and then hopefully just give them a good brush. Put that there. I've obviously got a glove with me as well because they do have a really bad bite. They've got really big canine teeth, so you've got to be really careful. So we just like to use the food to distract them, and we're just going to try and rake out all this fur. Again, it's just one of the more challenging animals that you get to work with, and it's something a little bit different. These guys are actually an invasive species, and they originally come from Japan, but you do find them in places like Asia. They are banned to keep as pets in a lot of places, so you can't keep them in the US. They're completely banned, and they are in the UK as well. You need to have specialist licenses to keep them. But yeah, so this is just one of the daily chores that we have to do here at the college.
So as you can see there from Jack, he is working with, as he said, one of our more challenging animals, and we do have these animals here so that you guys have a wide variety of skill, working with a number of different animals across obviously a massive range, and these are what we would say are more potentially zoo animals opposed to domestic pets for you to work alongside. We'll obviously help you get there with your work, making sure that you guys get to where you want to be. We are very welcoming and supportive here at the Manchester College, with a massive passion for animals, for wildlife, and generally for the environment as well. As I said, each member of the department has a wealth of knowledge and experience, both in animal care and teaching. So we're here to help you guys achieve the goals that you want and get into those careers and industries to basically become the next step in the animal care industry itself and help to push that on and further progress it. So now it's question and answer time. So I'm going to hand you back over to our live team to tell us if there's any questions that you guys have put on for us today.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Deborah. So we do have a couple of questions. I'll just take a couple from the top here. The first question is, how and when do we need to apply, and when is the deadline?
So students can apply for the course online. The application portal is open for all. Just apply, obviously putting in when you're wishing to come to the college. We don't have a specific deadline. We do obviously accept our applications right up until the beginning of the next academic year, and then obviously a few weeks in for anybody who may wish to be a late application applier there as well. So if you head over to the Manchester College website and click on to the apply portal, you'll be able to apply now for, obviously, for a college course beginning next year, if that's what you wish to do.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And I think we'll be sharing the link for the website later as well for everyone. Just another question here as well. Someone's asked, how much time will I get to spend with the animals?
So each group will have a dedicated practical session, which we call a work mastery session, where you'll be on practical. Because a lot of our animal care units have a lot of practical elements in them, maybe sessions where you have a lesson and animals obviously will be coming into those sessions with you, or obviously during some of those sessions you may actually be going into those animals as well. So we can't put an exact number on it, but obviously you will spend quite a lot of your time with us with those animals, because obviously your units will require some animal interaction for the majority of them.
Brilliant. And just because you mentioned earlier that we are a centre of excellence, someone here has asked, how will I get help with my work experience and how much will I do?
Yes, so you will get help with your work experience. Like I said, we do have a dedicated team which will help you do that. The team will come into your employability sessions and help you find work experience that is both suitable and obviously local to you where possible. For the work experience, we do obviously, for the level 2s and 3s, require 150 hours, which is obviously part of your work experience unit that you would do on the course. For our level 1s, we do ask them to do a minimum of 15 hours throughout the year as well. So we encourage everybody to do work experience.
Great, that's really helpful, thank you. Another question here is, can I do this course alongside another course?
It depends on what that other course would be. Generally, this is a full-time course on animal care, so it wouldn't obviously be suitable to run alongside another full-time course. But if you're talking about maths and English, obviously maths and English are an integral part of our course. If you haven't yet achieved it, then you will obviously be doing maths and English as part of your curriculum timetable with us here at the college.
Great, thank you. And just on grades as well, someone's asked if I've got the grades for, if you get the grades for level 2, is it still beneficial to start at the level 1?
No, so depending on your GCSE grades, depends on where you come in. You don't have to start at level 1, you start at wherever your GCSE grade point is. We do obviously assess everybody when they come in to make sure that they're also on the right course at all times. So if we did feel it'd be beneficial for somebody to go on to that level 1, we would advise you of that. But generally, if you're coming in with level 2 entry requirements, a level 2 course is where you need to be, and that's where we'd be putting you.
Great, thank you. And there's just a really similar question. I'm assuming it's going to be the same answer, but someone said the same about going straight to level 3.
Yeah, so level 3, if you come in with the entry requirements for a level 3, we will pop you straight into the level 3 course. All of our courses have a very similar theme running through them. It's just the level of detail and depth that is obviously something that's different between them. So everybody gets those skills no matter where they start.
Great, thank you. Someone has asked, if they have a phobia of a specific animal, do I still have to take care of it and handle it?
No, we're not going to force anybody to handle anything that they have a phobia or a fear of. We will obviously actively encourage you to help you to work up to potentially overcoming part of that fear. So it may be just something as simple as a student has a fear of a rat, but providing them food and water is something that they're comfortable with after a period of time. What we do find is quite a lot of our students, when they actually start to get to know our animals, they all have their own little personalities and quirks, that the students actually then feel quite comfortable to try and overcome some of those fears as well. But we'd never force anybody to do anything they don't feel comfortable with.
Brilliant, thank you. And does the course involve insects?
It does. We have a wide variety of insects or invertebrates on the college course, ranging from things like cockroaches to tarantulas, all the way up to some really funky giant stick insects. So there are a wide variety of invertebrates, and some of which people actually are quite fond of. Even students who have told us they absolutely hate invertebrates leave with a love for certain ones.
That's great, thank you. Someone here has asked, what type of work experience can I do? I know that you mentioned a couple of those organisations earlier.
So the work experience is obviously something that's quite personal to the student as well. So some of you may wish to work in the welfare industry, and we'd obviously advise you to look towards places like the RSPCA, the Dogs Trust, things like that. Other people may want to go into that veterinary side, so we obviously ask you to look into the veterinary practices near you. So there's a whole range of different ones. It basically depends on what the students want to do in the future, because that work experience gives them a really nice snapshot of that industry and that area of work, and it'll obviously strengthen whether they want to do that or not.
Brilliant, thank you. Someone here has asked, what animals do I work with? So I know that we saw a couple of those on the video. Is there a couple of the domestic ones we've not seen?
Yes, we've got absolutely tons. So we have rabbits and guinea pigs. We've got rats, hamsters, mice, gerbils. We've obviously got the sugar gliders, which is in the background picture for the quick Q&A session. We've obviously then got all of our reptiles. So we've got different lizards, different types of snakes, obviously different amphibians other than Penelope, who you've seen before, the bullfrog, all those invertebrates we just said. We've got chickens and different birds as well, different fish, and our fantastic outdoor animals. So you haven't seen our ferrets on the videos yet. We have seen obviously our civets, raccoons, coatis and raccoon dogs, which are out there as well.
Brilliant, thank you. And then we've just got a question here about apprenticeships and whether we offer them in animal care. Don't know who wants to answer that one.
I can answer it. We don't currently offer apprenticeships in animal care. We obviously just currently run the level 1 to 3 as a full-time animal care qualification for 16 to 18s.
Brilliant, thank you. And I think we've actually come up to our last question, so this one will be the last one. When do we find out when we're accepted?
So once you've filled out the application form on ProPortal, then you'll be obviously invited to an interview with us here at the college, where we'll show you around, talk to you a little bit about obviously what you want, and then we will obviously offer you a position onto the course, which obviously then you guys can accept, and then we'll see you in September for some absolutely fantastic introductions and get you meeting all of the animals.
That's brilliant, thank you. I really enjoyed this session. Thank you everyone for coming to our animal care session. We have loads more TMC live events run up until Thursday, so please visit our website, that's at tmc.ac.uk/TMC live to register for any other sessions. If you'd like to apply to the Manchester College for 2021, please visit our website, and if you need to speak to someone about applications or just want some more information, our schools liaison team are waiting to take your call on 0161 674 3496. And if you'd like to enrol for this year, you still can. The team are available for you to speak with this evening on 0161 674 1080. And then again, just for our learners with special educational needs and disabilities, we do have a transition team available just to make that move from school to college a really positive experience for you all. You can contact them by email on transitionteam@tmc.ac.uk. We hope you've had a lovely evening, and thank you all again for joining us. We'll see you later. Thank you.